Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and this is my review for Magi, the Kingdom of Magic, Episode 7. And, the first part, the first half of the episode, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's really simple. It's just, Aladdin, Ali, Bob, and Morgiana, they spend their last night together, and then they leave. They separate, they go their separate ways. There were some funny moments, like, when Ali Baba was, was feeding Morgiana fish. And there was also a few funny moments when Ali Baba and Aladdin went to go meet girls, and Morgiana followed them and got pretty jealous. So she just started pouting and walking off. Um, Ali Baba made the stupid mistake of asking for the most popular girl, which I don't know how that how she got popular in the first place, uh, just like the girl from Keyshawn. But he should learn by now. He should learn by now. I mean, come on, Alibaba. Don't ask for the most popular girl, especially when you're just making her more popular by asking for her. Okay, no. And a lot of people saw this and they were talking about how messed up it was that Alibaba would do this to Morgiana, but no, it's not. It has nothing to do with Morgiana. It was messed up because he did it to the other girls there. He was telling all those girls that I'm gonna make you guys my queen and all that stuff, and then he just says, "Nah, never mind, never mind. You're not good enough. I want the most popular girl." Right? So that was messed up. But it was pretty funny though when Ali Baba asked her, "Hey, have we met before?" And she's like, "Oh, are you seducing me?" so, no, I'm not. So that was pretty funny. But another good part of that particular section of the episode was when Ali Baba gave Morgiana that necklace as a spare household vessel. So that was a pretty nice moment. But overall, the parts of that I enjoyed, the parts of the first half of the episode that I enjoyed only amounted to like a couple minutes out of the 10. So, that might, I don't really know how long. I didn't actually like sit there and time it or anything, but the point is that the majority of the first half of the episode is just okay. But for the second half of the episode, it's mostly Aladdin and Ren and Koha. We learned that Aladdin can't reveal that he's a Magi because if the guys in Magnostadt find that out, they're not going to let him leave. They're going to want to use him because they're looking for strong magicians. But Aladdin, he ends up getting a spot on the carriage by giving the guy this big sack of money. But these bandits show up. They have magic tools from Magnostadt. Uh, and Aladdin, he's gonna go take care of it. But then Koha, he just takes care of it. And it was this wasn't exactly a big surprise to find out that the person inside the carriage was Ren Koha, seeing as though the title of the episode was Ren Koha Appears. So, if you couldn't tell by the name, it's obvious that it's obvious from his appearance that he's a member of the Ko Empire. I don't know if you guys know this, but all of the children of the previous emperor, they they all have black hair, and all their names start with Haku. So, Hakuwei, Hakuryu, Hakuyu. All their names start with Haku, and all the children of the current emperor, their names start with Ko, Kogyoku, Koha. There are a couple others I don't want to mention right. Actually, yeah, I'm sure I can. Yeah, Koen. All right, Koen. That's one. That's the oldest one. Because Kogyoku mentioned him a few episodes back. I wasn't sure if that would be a spoiler or not, but I don't think it is. Koen, he's one. Then I won't talk about the other one since he hasn't been mentioned at all, really. But they all have the same color hair as well, kind of finely colored. But Cohen's is kind of a different shade a little bit. You can see him in the opening if you don't feel like going back and searching for the exact episode that Kokyoku brings him up in. But it's clear this guy is from the Ko Empire. He ends up taking out all the bandits pretty easily. His metal vessel is this sword that can just get bigger and grow. Um, it's pretty destructive and it's pretty cool, but you know, Ichimaru from Bleach, I kind of think that his is better. You know, bigger isn't always better, especially in this situation when sometimes you can't even hold the sword up, you know, so it gets too heavy. But that's pretty much it for Koha. I mean, he has the same voice as Natsu from Fairy Tail. Um, he has the same. I doubt most people watched it, but he has the same voice as Shino from Hakenden. Uh, he saved those three girls at some point. Um, those three girls are all masochists. But like other than that, that's pretty much it for the whole Aladdin Koha thing. Um, Eventually, they both end up at Magnostadt because that's where Koha's going as well. At the end of the episode, we see him approaching Mogamet, who is the head chancellor or the dean of the academy. So you know he's going to be talking with him about something. But when Aladdin gets there, he has to take the test to get in. The test in this particular instance, I don't know if this is always what the test is, but at this particular point in time, the test is to use Borg, that orb thing that they protect themselves with, in order to block this giant hammer that this guy has. And that's just the way they test for magic there. But Aladdin he has to be careful because since he's a Magi, the Rook, he can draw energy from the Rook, so he never really needs to use his own inner Mogwai. He just uses the Rook. And if they, all the, not all, I guess not all of them, but the majority of the magicians there can see the Rook. So if Aladdin starts using magic, they'll see the Rook gathering around him, and they'll know he's a Magi. And we know that they can't find out he's a Magi. So Yamaraya gives him these like jewel type things to put in his arms to seal, well not to seal, but to make sure that the Rook can only go in one direction. So he can use his own inner Mogwai, but he can't absorb any external Rook. And that's actually pretty interesting because every time Aladdin uses magic, it's using the Rook. So for Aladdin to actually use his own inner Mogwai before, he's never done that. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of effect that has on his magic. Um, that's pretty much it for the episode, though. He passes the test with his Borg. The Rook reacts a little bit, but not enough to be suspicious of him. He gets in, and that's the end of the episode. I'll give this episode a 6.5 out of 10. It was alright. I mean, there was a little bit of comedy in the beginning, the nice moment with Morgiana getting the necklace, and Koha beating up, not beating up, but just killing the bandits. But, like, all together, that was what, like 5 minutes out of 20, you know? Excluding the opening, ending, and preview. 21, I guess. But, 20 and a half. Who can care? The point is that it was an alright episode. So I'll give this episode a 6.5 out of 10. That's it for now. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.